Hey, it's Trainer Steve. This is especially for, well, everybody. This is a jump rope routine. So if you're not friendly with the jump rope, then don't play along. This is the dead bug. You should know this. Now, I'm not really counting reps. I'm not really watching time. This workout timed out to 12 hours and 45, 50 seconds. Even with some scooching around and me not really paying attention to what I was doing. But just kind of working to what felt good for me. So yours could be shorter, could be longer, but yeah, it's a nice little routine. Kind of sets you up for the day, makes you work. Dead bugs are kind of resetting the brain and the body, kind of getting everybody linked up together, shoulders and hips. I'm still kind of tight here. It's all good. How many reps was that? It's coming up on about a minute, 50 seconds or so. So now we're going to jump up, if you want, and hit the jump rope. Now, there's no reason why you couldn't pick up a kettlebell and do some swings, but I've kind of gotten into the jump rope. I kind of suck at it. But, and look, nothing fancy. This is just basic. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about my posture in the jump rope. Whoops. And yes, I jump rope barefoot. And while those mats are fairly cushioned, I jump rope barefoot everywhere regardless. Well, sometimes I'll wear shoes if the ground's really crappy, but yeah, I don't have a problem with barefoot. I actually like wearing my moccasins. But yeah, there's no special footwear required for this. No special uniform required for this. And that silly jump rope I'm using is probably a $10 cheap. It doesn't even have real ball bearing swivels or anything. But it works like a champ. So I suck pretty bad at the jump rope. A year ago I couldn't do any of that. And I took a challenge I saw on YouTube to jump rope 5 minutes a day, every day, first thing in the morning for 30 days. It was challenging, but I did it. And I called it 5 minutes in futility. This is the glute bridge. Now, you all know this. We'll come back to 5 minutes in futility in a minute. But you all know this exercise. I'm going to show you sideways. One of the things we're looking for is a real neutral pelvis. So if you think about taking those hip bones in the front and pointing them towards the wall behind you, squeezing through your glutes to make sure that happens. Now the other thing that'll help make that happen, well, there's two things I'm going to tell you. One, you can see me hitting the lower belly, right? That area between the belly button and the pubic bone, pull it tight, zip it up, squeeze it together. And then do a Kegel. Everybody knows what a Kegel is, right? Anal lock, or you're trying to stop the urine flow, however you want to think of it, I don't care. But get that pelvic floor locked up and you're going to feel the hips roll. And you're going to feel them go neutral. Now you want to hold that position as you lower back down to the floor. Your back should touch the floor without a big arch in it, if your pelvis is neutral. There might be a slight arch or just no arch, but there should be no big arch and your back should not be rounded touching the floor. Squeeze and hold. You'll know notice my toes are pulled off the floor. Squeeze the big toe up towards your kneecap. Keep the knees in line with your hips. Keep the ankles in line with the knees, in line with your hips. Now we're going to get back up and talk about 5 minutes in futility. Or of futility. I don't know which is better. So when I started that jump rope challenge, which I guess it's a little over a year ago, every morning 5 minutes, the object was to do just as much as you could during the 5 minutes. So you'd set a timer for 5 minutes, let it count down, and you did what you could. Sometimes it might have been 50 spins, sometimes it was 500. Most of the time it was 50, for me anyway. It was very frustrating. Some days I would get it. Some days I couldn't do more than 5 spins in a row. I remember the first time I got over 200 spins on a Sunday in that challenge. I was so excited the next day you thought I couldn't jump rope at all, like I just picked it up. Every once in a while I'll play around with fancy stuff, scissor steps and side steps and twists and hops, and the crossover and I are not getting along well, and double unders, rarely, but I'm not sure that that's important to me. And this is, one of those funny points about exercise. We've turned everything into a competition. Why? Not everything has to be done faster, bigger, better. Something has to be done. Your body's got to stay strong, but you don't have to kill yourself all the time to keep your body strong. Okay, one of my top favorite exercises for everybody all the time. I don't care what fitness level, but the straight bridge, also known as a reverse plank, but I call it a straight bridge because that's what they call it in the calisthenics world. Again, strive for that neutral pelvis, the lower belly. Belly button to pubic bone, pull tight. Kegel, anal lock, squeeze through the glutes. Keep the spine neutral. That means just a bare little curve or almost no curve at all in that lower back. It depends on your body and, of course, some of your postural distortions. But we want to get a nice neutral spine, so really crush the glutes, pull up hard. You'll find your neutral spine when you get there. Now, if you're doing it right, you're going to feel a little bit of a cramp in the lower belly, maybe a pull across the front of the hip. Those are your hip flexors getting yanked tight. That's good. The other thing to pay attention to here is getting the shoulders way back and under the body. All right? Elbows are squeezed tightly. Your triceps are screaming by now. Yes, I like to hold these positions for a few seconds, right? Feel it, experience it. Let the muscles relish in the new blood being forced into them. Let the brain really connect with what's happening. All right. So I stretched out my wrists and elbows real nicely, my shoulders and biceps with that exercise, as well as kind of getting the upper back and shoulders worked. That little stool is a, I think, $10 Rubbermaid thing from Walmart or Target. I've got a gray one somewhere else, and I've seen them in black, but yeah, get one. So we're going to jump again. Here I am from the reverse. Watch the posture. Shoulders back and down. Head tall. I'm trying to keep the glutes under my body. Consciously thinking about squeezing the glutes the whole time. This is important. Keep your posture tall. You're pressing through the heels, the quads, and the glutes. Ouch. That happens. Pain is a good teacher. So we're jumping. And you might only go 30 seconds. It doesn't matter. Do what you're capable of. If you're better than me, do fancy stuff. I don't care. I'm usually trying to get, about a minute of everything, or 45 seconds to 90 seconds of each of these exercises together. That's all. So, yeah, a year ago I couldn't do this for more than a couple of seconds. Now I don't count, I don't time myself, I just go. Okay, breathe. The calf raise, done wrong by thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of exercisers. Waste of time for most of you, but it can help strengthen the foot, strengthen the arch, your calves, give them some more shape, and give some more flexibility to the ankle. Don't think of this as just a strengthening exercise. Dig deep into the stretch. Think about, as you get to the bottom, pulling the toes up into the shin. It'll pull your heel closer to the floor. You'll notice I'm leaning into the wall. I'm trying to keep my center of gravity over that tiny little bench. If you stand too far back, it could flip. You could do these on stairs in a stairwell. Here's a little close-up. Right? Big reach up. Go as high as you can and a little bit more. And I'm going to over-exaggerate that in here. But the same idea too, pulling down. Pull the toes up into the knees as you go down, and you're going to lower. Right? That's a short range. And look at me. Pull down, squeeze all the way up. Pull down, down, up, down. Now, they get tight, they get crampy. Stretch them out. All right, back to the jump rope. Listen, calf raises, if you're doing fewer than 25, get to 25 and then get to 50. When you get to 50, start working on single leg, strict like that. You might only start off with 5 and finish your sets with 2 leg, that's fine, but 50, 2 leg would be good. A couple times a day maybe. Back to the jump rope. I kind of kept going here. But then we got to do the face to wall squat. Whoops, fancy footwork and ouch. All right, let's move the camera. I'm going to do my face to wall squats with the arms up. It's time for a little bit more challenge for my face to wall squat. Arms down a little bit easier, lets your shoulders still roll in. Arms up, not so much. Now my toes still aren't touching the wall at this stage. I'm probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches away. I'm going to get a little closer. And you'll see me bring my arms in a little bit narrower, because wide is a little bit of a cheat there. But as I loosen up, I start feeling a little randy. Shoulders back, start dropping. Wide. Like, oh, it's a good cheat. Doesn't it feel good? Yeah. Oh, I'm so accomplished. But wait. What happens if we start bringing those arms, those hands closer together? So less of a Y and more of an I, like that. Ooh, that got harder. Oh wait, that's even, oh, ow, my nose. What? Ow. It's called dermabrasion. Smooths out your nose real good. That's the face to wall squat done a little bit differently. Use the variation that works best for you. And then I'm going to finish it up with, yeah, you guessed it, the jump rope. And I'm going to look at you at the top. No, really, I'm looking over your head. But this is kind of a good little fun play-along workout. And it'll, like I say, take about 12:45, 12:50, I think, to the point where I drop the rope in this round. I can't believe I'm still going. It's okay to change tempo. One of the things I like about barefoot rope jumping is you feel the rope when it hits the ball of your foot or your toe, and you know that things are getting off, and you can correct a little bit better. With sneakers, you don't feel it. Now, some people call that punishment and pain, and yeah, it can hurt sometimes when a rope snaps you. You'll notice I'm not using a wire. I'm using one of those plastic ropes. I kind of like these better. Again, this is a little cheapy rope. I like my buddy Lee a little bit better, but either one spins great. As you can see, this one, no flaws. This is a 100-year-old $10 rope that's been shortened a couple of times too many. All right, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Get Fit DIY. Head over to Instagram, GFD Fitness. And yeah, breathe. Hope you enjoyed that. Old guys, get to it, man.